Hello and welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and today we're going to show you how to do scrappy log cabins. Scrappy log cabins are so much fun to do and they're a great scrap buster. But first I want to introduce you to Elisha Bigler from Quilts on Tour. She's going to be one of the other hostesses on the International Stitch Marathon on March 4th, 2022. And I'm just so excited to be part of that Stitch Marathon. It's going to be so much fun. So she sent me a little intro so that I could take the time to introduce you to her. So please watch and then we'll get right into these scrappy log cabins.
Hi, I'm Alicia with Quilts on Tour and welcome to my channel. I started this channel back in 2020 and we named it Quilts on Tour because we wanted to go visit different quilt stores and show you guys we do our block swaps. About every 2 or 3 months, I organize a block swap and I share the tutorial on how to put the block together here on YouTube. And our Facebook group, we share everything that we make there. We also do subscription boxes every quarter. They're a lot of fun to put together. And we also do a tea time with an everyday quilter where I talk to just an everyday quilter about what they love about quilting and any tips and tricks that they might have.
Isn't that cool?
That is. So if you enjoy quilting, make sure you check out our YouTube channel and our Facebook group to interact with other quilters. I hope to see you there.
Okay, so here's my scrap box of 2.5-inch bits. Now I've cut them to usable sizes for me, and I've also kept them all together. I did add some low volume prints to the works, so let's get started with this scrap quilt. A traditional log cabin always starts with a red hearth. Now you can, if you want to put green hearth in or whatever hearth you want that makes you happy, that's all good. Now the next beside it would be another small low volume. Now when we talk about low volumes, especially if you're a modern quilter, well, even a traditional quilter, it's Bonnie Hunter has defined it as lighter than a brown paper bag. But you know, this is kind of your quilt. If you wanted to go, your background color wanted to be bright green or purple, go for it. So we would just lay out our blocks. Now they don't look like they're going to fit together, but by the time you get the seam in, now then we go with, let's pick this one. Let's pick this color right here. So we're going to go like that, and we've got some beautiful doves. Let's do the doves. So I'm going to make 2 of these while I'm doing this, because making 2 at a time, actually you can chain sew these together very quickly and it will come out looking really, really good. So let me there we are. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain these 2 together because those are our smallest parts. Now this will finish at 6.5 inches. Now if you wanted to keep adding more logs, because you're going one direction this way, you could keep adding them and you would just add 2 inches to each one. So this is 2.5, 4.5, 6.5. The next log, if you wanted it to be, this would be 6.5, this would be 8.5, this would be 8.5, this would be 10.5. So you'd keep adding 2 inches and that would take into account all the seam allowances. So let's get started here. This is, I just finished doing a bunch of these log cabins for charity quilts, upcoming charity quilts. And all I did was build the blocks out of 1.5 inch strips. And they looked great when I was done. They were so much fun, and they used up a lot of my 1.5 inch strips. Right now I'm on a mission to get rid of my strips just to move them out. So now I finger press them to the red. So I would be pushing this like this to the red to make sure that the red is folded under the red, because you want to press to the dark, right? So then I'm going like this, run it like that. There we go. Now I'm really enjoying making all these charity quilts too. It's kind of a blessing that I'm in a situation where I can do that for people. So, and I'm just going to put this down like so. Now, some people have problems with which way they go. They can go clockwise, they can spin clockwise or counterclockwise. It's your choice, just as long as you make them all the same. They're going to look fine in a quilt. Like, you don't have to really worry or stress over which way they're going, right? So, you know, as long as all the blocks are going the same. And when I do log cabin blocks too, I do them in bulk. That's why I have these boxes all ready to go and pre-cut. So it's kind of a, I don't know, it's a more efficient way of doing things. And these are all blocks that I can use, right? They're all sizes and whatnot. And I think I will be doing another one, but I'll have to add a bunch of bigger logs. And, okay, when you do 2 at a time, you get 2 done very quickly. Okay. Boy, this green batik is nice. So you're always sewing over the most seams. That's the other thing that helps you keep going. It's just the centers that mess people up, and once you get past the few little on the centers, you're going over the most seams. And one more seam, and I'm going to have 2 blocks. Now, if I did 4 blocks, you would see a 12.5 inch. You would see a 12.5 inch block if I sewed them all together. But we didn't want to have you watch me sew too long here. Yeah. Okay. So the first block is now done, and there is our ta-da moment, and it hasn't been touched by an iron. So it's lying flat, everything's working the way it's supposed to, and here is the second block. So now you would sew these together like this, like you would have, you know, the other 2 that way, so you could make them, depending on your layout, right? If you wanted to make a ball, then you would have all of your color together. If you wanted to do a zigzag, you would lay them out this way, and then they would be like kind of barn raising layout. But it's up to you. But here we go. We got 2 quilt blocks that are all spinning the same way. So they're all going clockwise, right? It doesn't matter if they go counterclockwise or if they all go counterclockwise, that works too. So here we are. Okay, so here we are. They haven't been touched by an iron yet, and they're lying really flat. Now the backs of these blocks, you can see where I've tried to press to the dark, right? But basically you lay the block, all the rails, all the rectangles go out. You press them out, and that way they're pressed under, like the green here is all pressed under the green. So yeah, this is a very simple little quick log cabin, but you can make them up really quickly as long as you got your stuff already cut and ready to go. So I'm going to have fun doing some more of these. I might make some more charity blocks just to get them ready. I've got a lot of UFOs right now that I've got to get through. So I'm having a lot of fun with them. And all of my quilts that I make, unless it's for a special request, they're pretty much charity quilts. So this is what I like to do with my time, and now that I'm retired, I can do lots of that. So we hope you have a very happy day ahead and a lovely week coming. We would love to see you on March 4th for the International Stitch Marathon. And if you want, if you want an invitation, please share, like, subscribe, give me an email, right, or a message on my Instagram account. We'd love to hear from you, and we would certainly love to meet you on March 4th. So until then, you have a great day. Bye! So I really do hope you've enjoyed this video that you just watched. If you want an invitation to the International Stitch Marathon, please comment below the video. I would love to send you an invitation to this really fun event. A bunch of YouTubers and I have gotten together, and we're going to have the best time ever on March 4th, 2022 from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's going to be a blast, and we're hoping very much that you come and join us. But the only way to get an invitation is if you comment below. But if you enjoyed this video, share, like, and subscribe. We're so overjoyed that you're back with us and you're watching again. It's been such a lovely journey that I've been on. And if you want to see more videos like this, or videos where I show you my pattern, my very beginner-friendly pattern called Barn Swallows, we'll comment as well on those. Okay, you have a fabulous day and a great week. Bye!